Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Captain Jefferson Kyle Kidd, and I'm here tonight to bring you all the news from across this great world of ours. And maybe, just for tonight, we can escape our troubles. News of the world takes place in the shadow of the Civil War's end. Kidd fought for Texas and came back to having nothing left. Reading the news gave him a purpose. He got up, he collected the stories, he delivered a reading, and then he moved on to the next town.
The audience is bitterly divided after the Civil War. Kidd understands the pain, but he also understands change has to come. He offers a sense of solidarity.
So let's find a different kind of story.
But there's a broken heart somewhere. He's a man who's lost in the wilderness.
Your stories can only keep you company for so long.
Yeah. He's been on the road now for this last chapter of his life. And then along comes Johanna, this kidnappee.
Friend.
She has no idea who her family is.
The Kiowa took you. Her mother, father, and sister were, well, they passed.
She doesn't speak any English. She's, to all intents and purposes, a member of the Kiowa people.
She thinks she's an Indian.
She's something in between. Kidd is burdened by his own decency. He's returning Johanna to a family, and this coming from a man who has lost any semblance of what a family is.
He's going to have to take that girl across Texas. That's a very dangerous journey.
Jump! Jump, Johanna!
How much you want for her?
This child is not for sale.
The kid fights to save her.
They don't want our money. They want you.
Tom has an ability to play with such absolute emotional openness. He can take a scene and suddenly you're in it. Suddenly it's utterly believable. I think it's one of his great performances, I really do.
It's hard finding your way home.
I start a movie and I always wonder, I don't know how to do this. This whole process is a mystery to me.
That's my wife.
I cannot stress enough the incredible power of young Helena.
She can live in front of a camera in a very beautiful way.
I remember Tom coming to me that first day and saying, she is good.
Typical.
They are beta. I was very excited that Tom Hanks is playing in this movie. I thought he will be very nice, but he's much nicer than I thought.
If you really do have a bond, it shows up on screen. Those scenes with the two of us, they were ridiculous fun to shoot.
Yeah, coffee packs a punch, doesn't it?
They were hilariously funny together. They just hit it off. The pair of them were just absolutely superb.
I had never been to America. It is amazing. I love this state. I love these landscapes and the sunsets.
In a place like New Mexico, there is an awful lot of unbroken horizon. That vast landscape and that incredible big sky.
It's scary but cool too that here tarantulas.
I touched a tarantula.
And rattlesnakes.
It became an adventure, climbing up hills. And I remember one hill we had to rope ourselves up.
Everybody stepped up their game. There was this elixir of passion and imagination.
Boom!
Bravo! and the desire to be authentic.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you about the 11 men who fought back against their deadly fate.
If you're a filmmaker, you're the jack of all the trades, working with masters. DARIUSZ is a fantastic DOP. He would encourage me to be bigger than I normally would be. More Steadicam than normal, to be continuously moving, to give it emotional urgency. DARIUSZ captured something that feels both classic but also contemporary. David Crank, our designer, did a fantastic job of bringing to life the Texas of 1870.
Texas had suffered because they were cut off from everything. It was lean and it was mean. Everybody was just hanging on.
You got no idea what we deal with down here.
We had to stop fighting sometime.
Costume is fantastic in this film.
We found some images of traveling preachers, and they really inspired Paul.
The clothes that Kidd wears, they're so characterful. They look like he's worn them forever.
Dressing Johanna, we first find her wearing a traditional Kiowa buckskin. She really is tough.
Ah! Don't bite!
And that's something that Paul wanted to communicate.
Johanna is resourceful and brave.
Captain!
They work together, and the relationship starts to deepen.
I want to get you away from all this pain, Kelly.
This journey with this little girl sets him free.
Kidd is a better man with this child in his life. That's what all great stories are. When you have love in your life, you're a different human being.
She's one of us now, and I'm taking her home.
The little girl is lost. She needs to be home.